Do you have a moment? Right.
Huh? Oh boy. Huh? Well, I'm stumped.
Enough with the searching glances, Dimitri. Say what you're going to say.
I was just thinking that I find it difficult to speak with you. Even now that we have the opportunity to exchange words peaceably. Too many have died for us to suddenly have meaningful heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh? That's not how I feel. Unless you mean you don't wish to speak with the tyrant you consider responsible for their deaths. In which case, let's just believe what we believe, accept that our paths have diverged, and see this through to the very end.
You're placing words in my mouth. Still, I suppose that does cut to the heart of the matter. I will not claim that all my choices were right, but I accept responsibility for them. I made them carefully and with full knowledge of the consequences.
And I'd like to think I can say the same. But this is unproductive. We need to get out of here.
Fair enough. But first, answer me this. Do you know what became of your mother and Selma?
Why would I?
Someone told me that you would know how she met her end. Although I suspect that was nothing more than the dying ravings of a madwoman.
It was. I haven't seen my mother since I was a child. It would have been right before she was exiled. You would know what happened better than I.
I suppose so. Regardless, thank you for answering. Now, shall we get back to finding our way out?
Please, we can't resolve anything so long as we're trapped in this...
That was quite the tremor.
Whatever this place is, I find myself liking it less by the moment.
Can you stand?
Yes, thank...
Perhaps we can put our differences aside, if only for the moment. The hostilities will do us no good here.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I can agree to that. You know, I just remembered something from back when I was but a child. I had fallen to the ground and was met with a kind hand reaching out to help me up. I took it without thinking, without even looking first to see who it was. I suppose that shows you how much I've grown. Dimitri, what is it?
I have a similar memory. One of helping a little girl who had fallen in the dirt.
Knowing you, such occurrences would have been commonplace in your youth. Don't try to imply we share a memory.
No, I rarely forget an important face. Often to my own woe, I might add.
Enough. Let us end this before we both make greater fools of ourselves. We need to escape. That's our only priority.
Edelgard,
What are you doing? You should know I won't hesitate to leave you behind.
Indeed. I'm coming, Elle. I wonder...
I have to say, this isn't how I imagined Fodlan's three most powerful leaders would be coming together.
Indeed. I hesitate to even consider the look on Hubert's face right now.
I don't think anyone's too worried about me, though. Vanishing without a word is kind of what I do. So much for being a reliable leader.
Or perhaps it's the opposite, and your people think you reliable precisely because you always return. It must be nice having friends you can depend on to handle important matters in your absence.
And it must feel lousy to realize no one wants to do your job, Edelgard.
I'm glad to see your tongue remains as agile as ever. Let's try moving our feet instead, shall we?
Hey, I can do both if you want. It's definitely not an either-or kind of situation. So, Edelgard, say the four of us get out of here in one piece. What are you planning to do about Dimitri? Maybe we should join forces and take him on together.
You're such a bore sometimes, Claude. And is that a serious proposal?
Well, I suppose it would be easier for me if the kingdom stuck around. After all, I get the feeling that if we divide Fodlan between the Empire and the Alliance, I'll be the one holding the short end of that stick. Our goal is to deal with Rhea and the Central Church, not to unify Fodlan.
You never have been one to mince words, have you? Well then, allow me to match your honesty. It would be more convenient for me if the kingdom ceased to exist. The Central Church has a much closer relationship with Fargus than with the other regions. Even were we to capture the Archbishop and force her to dismantle the upper echelons of the Church, it wouldn't be enough. The roots of that organization run deep.
Hold on. You're just looking to capture Rhea? You're not gonna, get rid of her?
Is it not enough to subdue a foe and remove them from power?
I'm just surprised. I would have expected you to be more thorough.
And here I thought you wanted to pursue a peaceful solution.
Hey, give me some credit. If I didn't like to rock the boat, Lester would have been swallowed up by the Empire ages ago. I have ambitions, Edelgard. Real ones. I won't go into details, but I'm definitely fighting to make them a reality.
All that, and you're not planning to enlighten me? Unreliable and stingy. I, for one, have no qualms with telling you my ambitions. I seek to destroy the irrational power structure that shackles Fodlan.
Just Fodlan, huh?
Come again?
Hey, don't get me wrong. That's a goal I can get behind. That's why we're working together. But I'd be grateful if my own ambitions can be fulfilled at the end of your path of conquest.
I'd like to believe that is possible. At least for now, we can work together to achieve a common goal. And perhaps someday our pact will become a more permanent one. I hope so, at any rate.
Same here. But before that, we need to find a way out of this place. Yeesh. You can't tell forward from back in here. Let's try over that way, maybe?
Good idea. It seems different from the rest of the void. Look out!
So it failed. Has my skill degraded that sharply over the years?
Arval.
I have been searching for you. And look what you brought me. The three who fancy themselves sovereigns, ruling over that abomination's wretched spawn. What unexpected luck. I do hope you are all prepared to face death this day.
So this is Arvel, is it? Undo this sorcery and return us from whence we came, demon.
Oh, I do not think that will be happening. But even if I desired to accede to your wishes, the great forbidden spell of Zaharas is a one-way journey. None can escape this eternal darkness.
I vote we kill this thing and see what happens. Who's with me?
Something tells me they wouldn't lay this trap, only to suffer the same fate as us. If this being can free themselves from this void, it stands to reason that so too can we.
Then try cutting me down if you like. Sadly, what you see before you is but an illusion. I have a task to fulfill, and once it is accomplished, I shall leave this place alone.
Arvel, wait! What task are you talking about? Why did you use me? And what are you trying to do here?
Ah, but you are mistaken. I am not Arval. My name is Epimenides, an ordinary man who vowed to kill the beast which set the earth ablaze. Do you not comprehend my purpose? I must save this world and its true people. That is why I chose to pass my consciousness down through the ages. And you are the vessel for that consciousness.
What does that mean?
I don't know what's going on, but I do know whoever that is needs to be stopped.
Take a breather.
And how far are you willing to go? Will you cut down your own friends to reach me?
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Not a problem. I've got this.
We will proceed.
Hubert? No. It must be a double.
So, it's completely indistinguishable from the real thing. This is vile sorcery indeed.
The Emperor is before you. Deal the killing blow.
No problem.
I shall take the lead. You can't fool me. If it were really you would understand.
Majesty, why are you consorting with the enemy? Dimitri is right where you want him.
Why are you... No. This is a deception. The man I know would never raise a weapon at me.
Dad, no! Don't do this! I can't believe you would hurt me.
This is harder than I thought. Changing places? I mean, how do we know for sure they're not real? Sorry.
Their screams are so real.
There. It's done. But steel yourselves. Don't know who will confront next.
Are we being warped away? No. Space itself is distorting around us.
Our surroundings have changed.
This place is so twisted you can't even tell where you are.
Aren't you sad for your comrades, murderers? There it is. There is your rage.
Uh-oh. Not a problem. I'm here to help.
We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Here I go.
I can spot one fake, but how do I tell which Edelgard and Dimitri are on my side?
Perhaps each of us should take on their own double to prevent confusion.
That's not a bad idea.
This darkness is a mirror for the soul. And once a soul is imprisoned here, it is eternally severed from the real world.
Just imagine how much easier our task will be with the two of us. A nice thought, yes. But I'm sad to say I failed to trust even myself.
Take a breather.
I'll take over.
I've awaited this moment.
I feel like I just slew my twin brother.
Why are you helping the Emblem, wretch? If you mourn your friends, avenge them! It's a blessing I get to face you. There is truly no one I more desire to end. You're through!
No problem.
My turn.
Watch this! Nice try! Nice try! Is that all? Stand aside! I can't say it's pleasant watching my own death.
Changing, take a breather.
Illusion or no, I must thank our adversary for letting me experience that.
Take over.
I shall take the
That's the last of the illusions.
Turn.
Watch this! So it would seem.
At least now we're certain they're not real. We can cut them down without mercy.
Again? Please tell me we're gonna find that guy this time.
Right. Let's get searching.
Oh, but you four are a marvel. To think you are already adapting to this place.
Let's try this. All right, let's try this. I'd better back them up.
We will proceed. I will move to us. We will proceed as. Allow me to help you.
Let's try this. I'll give you a hand.
Changing, take a breather.
Now have the grace to lay down your lives and let the world you've torn apart heal.
Here I go. They must...
Ah, there you are, my partner in destiny.
You're not Arval. Even if you were, I'd fight you all the same.
Let us go together.
We'll do it together! I've got you now!
Unfortunate, But you are forcing my hand.
So even our mercenary friend gets offended. This is going to take all of us. Time to put our differences aside.
My attacks aren't getting through. What's going on?
None can stand before us.
What about our phantom mercenary friend? We know we can harm the illusions, right?
Destroying me will achieve nothing, for you will all still be trapped in this place.
Why does it have to be you? I don't want to fight you. Not often a guy gets to fight himself. I think I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay, I hate this. It even thinks like me.
It seems I am forced to do this myself. So be it. Come at me if you dare.
Stand aside!
Our adversary has finally run out of tricks. Time to finish this.
Not yet. I must make haste. Nothing I do is enough. How much more must I sacrifice?
Stand aside! Give me aid!
All part of the plan.
I know what to do! Get out of my way!
No, this isn't over. Be gone with you! The cycle of this world must be protected! You fool! Why must you resist me so?
You know my reason. And tomorrow we're fighting for... The choice is ours to make!
It's incredible. Just how strong you've become.
Arval.
You have grown more than I ever thought possible. And yet... I've never felt more alone.
The future...
Looks like we made it out in one piece.
Are you sure about that? I still have no idea what's going on.
Arval, or Epimenides, I suppose, has vanished, and we've been returned to where we started. Perhaps we should just consider this a victory, an ironic one, as we achieved it by working together.
Fair enough. So, what happens now?
It would be foolish of me to permit either of you to leave this place alive. Yet without you, I'd still be in that prison. I'm not the type to dispose of someone the moment they stop being useful.
That's not my style either. Momentary truce, then?
Agreed. let's consider all debts paid.
But just to be clear, I crushed you once, and I can do so again.
Sorry about that, Edelgard. I put you in a pretty bad spot back there.
In truth, I can't say I much expected any of this.
Still, it got us talking again, and that's gotta be worth something.
Well, I should be off. I hope we can do this again sometime. The speaking part, anyway.
Think I'll be on my way too. My people are probably pulling their hair out by now.
Until we meet again. Come, we're leaving. If my suspicions are correct, Garreg Mach is in grave danger. We need to hurry.
Scarlet blaze. A path forward. The Empire somehow manages to prevail over the Kingdom and Central Church's coalition, but Archbishop Rhea is nowhere to be found. Edelgard and the others soon realize the Archbishop aims to use Aelel's secret trails to lead a surprise attack on Garreg Mach, so the Empire regroups and moves to intervene.
Dire news, my lord! Huh? What now? What's happened? Another fire? Has a horse escaped? Don't tell me it's an assassin! Where's the body? No, my lord. Worse. There's a legion of soldiers closing in on Garreg Mach. We think it's the Knights of Seiros. But we're safe in here, yes? My life is of great military importance, you know. Protect me! Put those troops Her Majesty sent to use!
Count Varley, the enemy is inside the monastery. We couldn't hold them back.
But these walls are thick! How did they breach them?
The walls yet stand, my lord. But it appears they have made use of a number of unknown secret passages. Now they are inside and wreaking havoc, and it's only a matter of time before the monastery falls. We have the numbers to stop them, but that matters little if we don't know where they actually are.
We must flee, my lord! All hope is lost!
Urgent news, my lord.
Spare my life, I beg you!
An unknown army has appeared and started attacking the Knights of Seiros.
Her Majesty's reinforcements!
Doubtful, my lord. This army wields large-scale magic and is also attacking the Imperial forces. The battlefield is sheer chaos. It's impossible to tell friend from foe.
What in the blazes is happening?
Church or Empire, I care not. Eradicate them all. Engulf them in our darkness.
It will be done. At last we can finally give the foolish descendants of those beasts the lesson they deserve. We will expose their filthy underground resting place and steal every last one of their essences.
If we can breach it. The hole in the forest that the bandits raided was secured with a seal.
Shall we deal with it after we take the monastery? We'll tear this disgusting rat's nest apart.
Lady Rhea, who are these people? They're attacking both sides indiscriminately.
A clandestine organization that wields dark magic. Could it be? Have they returned to seek vengeance on Fodlan? But why show their hand now? Deal with them, Catherine. Not a single one of them can survive. They pose a far greater threat to our world than the Empire.
Yes, Lady Rhea. Make way for Thunder Catherine! Clear a path or die!
And that appears to be the current situation.
The Knights of Saros are one thing. We came prepared to deal with them, and we can do so. But now you say those who slither in the dark have turned this into a three-way battle? Why?
I am as baffled as you regarding a possible motive.
Perhaps it was vital they seized the monastery before we could get here. If they knew we were engaged in a lengthy fight at ALL, they might have seen this as their chance.
Well, they saved Count Varley's life either way. So be it. We will use this situation to our advantage and conduct a rescue. We can't afford to lose Garreg Mach or Count Varley. With one battle, we'll destroy the Central Church and put an end to those who slither in the dark.
It's strange. I stopped caring about my father a long time ago, but the thought that he might die is... it's...
He is not dead yet, Bernadetta. Unless you intend to be leaving him to his fates.
No. No, of course not. I'm going to save him.
If we're sloppy about this, we'll get dragged into the ongoing battle and suffer heavy losses. I would prefer to make this as easy for ourselves as we can. Let's find out what's going on in there, then look for the safest way in.
I can tell you one thing. If Lord Arundel is here, I will choke the life out of him personally. I'll even let you watch, Your Majesty.
Yes, just try not to overdo it.
If that is settled, we will accomplish nothing more by brooding down here.
Agreed. We'll begin the attack as soon as our preparations are complete.
I have a strategy. Do you think that we need to work with what we have?
Shall we?
Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
No. Did you really? Oh, you did. This is my absolute favorite. Thank you.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise. Though would it kill you to splurge a little more next time?
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
After the war ends, I hope we continue to share a table like this.
That will be possible in the world you envision, so long as we prevail and survive to see it.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
For me? Thank you.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Solid, solid.
Oh, this looks great. I'm gonna demolish this puppy for sure.
Oh, yes. This is definitely one of the foods I love.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Hey, this is great. I bet anyone would love this stuff.
For me? Really? Well, that's very kind of you. Let's eat it together.
Oh, this is the best! Let's eat!
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Care to make yourself useful?
I've got nothing to worry about with the two of you on the job.
I don't know how you stay focused. Every time I think about the war and how much is left to be done, I grow so impatient for the end.
Do not be discouraged. Instead, focus on how much you have accomplished in so short a time. Wow, that was a nice change from the usual pressure we face.
Yes, it is good to feel like I've actually accomplished something from time to time.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Counting on you both.
Let's get it done.
Oh yeah, we've got this.
We all must do our fair share. Why, thank you. 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 You should invite me out like this more often. So, where are we headed? I've been looking forward to this. Come on. Oh, wow. You can see everything from up here. Anything in particular catching your eye? hear the opera company is doing what they can to lift people's spirits in these dark times. Oh, thanks! You don't seem very concerned with pride. Are all mercenaries like that? Oh, hi! Would you cry if something happened to me? I mean, not that anything will, but I'm curious. Ah, hello. If you keep staring, I may start to think you have a thing for me. It's nice knowing I can trust you to behave. You get to keep your teeth that way, too. What? Oh. What? Ah, hello. Why, thank you. Thank you for that wonderful distraction. Oh, and you'd better ask me out again soon.
Time to work you into shape.
I must...
I will take...
I'm getting...
My pretend...
I think I'm in...
And I'll...
Maybe...
For Bridge.
Now I can... Can't wait to...
Come at me, Hubert. Give me your all.
Of course, Your Majesty. Especially as you will likely tear me apart if I refuse.
Where one struggles, two often prevail.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat. Can't wait to see how you do.
Hubert, what do you make of the Ashen Demon?
Aside from having proven to be both impossibly powerful and a constant thorn in our side. Correction. Was a constant thorn in our side. I must admit, the little terror has put in some fine work for the Empire recently.
We're fortunate to have gained so powerful an ally.
Why do you bring this up, Your Majesty? Is there something on your mind?
I'm not entirely sure myself. My apologies, Hubert. Pay me no mind. Like as not, I am overthinking the situation.
Surely you realize that telling me to pay this no mind only gives me greater cause for concern?
I didn't mean to worry you. I'm simply having trouble putting this feeling into words. I just felt... I don't know. As if something was drawing me to the Ashen Demon. I wonder... could it be the influence of my crest?
Your crest? Now I am truly becoming concerned.
Forget it. Whatever it means, we don't need to find out right away. We've a war to win first.
As you wish, Your Majesty. So long as you realize I will be taking the liberty to investigate this most thoroughly.
I thought you might say as much. Do as you must. Honestly, Hubert, you never change, do you? When I emerged from beneath the palace all those years ago, you acted as though nothing had happened. Do not worry, you said. I took the liberty to investigate while you were indisposed.
For the record, my blood was boiling. However, as there were others present, I kept still my tongue. I could not risk showing my anger, lest they find a way to turn it against you. My role to play is the cold, crafty, unreadable servant. I am happy with the casting, so let us leave it at that.
I'm certain you are. But just once I'd like to see our roles reversed.
Your Majesty, you cannot possibly be serious.
Not in the slightest. I'm well aware I am not cut out for the kind of work you do.
Nonsense. There is nothing beyond your capability. That said, I prefer you best when you are the one in charge. Command me as you see fit. No matter how daunting or impossible the task may be, I will come through every time without fail.
Thank you, Hubert. It's good to know that I can always rely on you.
Bernadetta? What are you doing here? Uh-oh, looks like I'm interrupting. I'll be going.
Leonard! Listen to me! Remember the two people we saw out on a date here? Well, the guy died.
Sadly, that sort of thing does happen. Another tragic love story for the books, I suppose.
I really believed they'd live happily ever after, and I can't take an ending like this. It's so awful.
Perhaps so, but this is the result of the Empire choosing war.
But I thought the power of their love for each other would see them through safe and sound.
You expect too much from love. Yes, there are instances where emotion allows the body to go beyond the bounds of what should be possible, but the effects are quite minor. It's certainly not going to bring the dead back to life.
I know that, Linhard. I just think it's sad. I mean, don't you think it's sad?
If pushed, yes, I would consider that to be sad.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't even know the man's name. Also, plenty of our enemies die, so why are we only sad for allies?
Because they're, you know, our allies?
I wouldn't want you to die, of course. That would make me quite sad.
And I don't want to see you die either, Linhardt. I'd cry even more if you died. Just the thought of it makes me...
Oh dear. Please don't cry over things that haven't happened yet.
Oh no! That's what I'm doing! I'm so sorry, Linhardt.
It's fine. But to that point, let's just make sure you and I both survive this war together. If we can do that, what you said will have come true and I'll happily apologize.
Apologize? For what?
For disputing the idea that two people's feelings for each other can help them overcome the risk of death. After all, the two of us surviving the war would refute any arguments I've made to the contrary.
Oh, I get it! So you and me and the power of our feelings for each other could... wait, are what now?
All of this earnest conversation has me exhausted. Time for some sleep.
Again? Oh, don't you dare fall asleep on me now! If you do that, I'm leaving you here!
What a rest. What's going on there?
Is this really happening? Oh, my prayers have been answered.
When I was about to die, your face floated into my mind, and then a miracle happened.
It seems reports of his death in battle were greatly exaggerated. I'll have to let Bernadetta know. Although given her sensibility, she's as likely to think he's a ghost as she is to be happy about it.
So I think you might be a little off here, Caspar. The interpretation is more like this.
No kidding. Well, so then this part here would actually mean something like... Hey, are this and this the same? I think they connect to that one thing from before.
Nice one. So now you understand that part, right?
Whew, I really made some progress today.
Yes, you've been doing quite well. You used to only train your body, but lately you've been spending more time on your mind.
Kinda got a better opinion of me now, huh? I mean, no way did I become a genius in just 5 days, but this still isn't bad. You've been hitting the books a lot yourself lately. Wouldn't you rather be out on dates or something?
Not at all. I'm working very hard for the sake of our future. Also, studying together like this is sort of fun.
I get it. It's kind of like training. The more you do, the more you get out of it. But I also noticed that my training has gone better since I started this whole studying thing.
And perhaps having a partner is helping too? Still, it makes me kind of sad. We'd probably be studying together like this a lot more if the Academy hadn't shut down.
I don't know about that. I mean, if we hadn't ended up in this war, would I have found a reason to study like this? Honestly, I kinda doubt it.
Caspar, whatever's bothering you, you're not going to solve it by muttering to yourself.
Yeah, you caught me. Up until Edelgard decided she was going to fight, I didn't know much of anything. Not about the evil guys who came into the Empire, and not about the problems in Fodlan. Not saying I fully understand that stuff now, either, but at least I want to try.
Seeing you now is like looking at an adorable baby brother.
I just want to pinch your cheeks and cheer you on with everything I've got.
Okay. I mean, sure, I'm the second son and you're older than me, but...
Perfect. Then go ahead and start thinking of me as your big sister.
You know what? I actually don't mind that. Well then, just keep watching me grow, big sis.
I thought you'd just laugh that off. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even a boy can burgeon into an impressive man.
What? Is that another part of Francis's story?
Oh, that's my little secret. Still, whatever am I to do now? Let's just continue bringing the best out of each other, for the sake of our post-war future.
Our meaning... never mind. I'm with you. Let's keep giving it our all together, Dorothea.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
I see. I carry a little of everything here. Hope to see you again soon.
Well, well. Hello, you. Come back soon, all right?
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around. Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? See you around.
Welcome. Come back soon.
My instruction comes at a high price. Don't neglect your daily studies.